speaking of printed art, this is my new logo. I made stickers from Vistas. This is my panda sticker. These are not for sale though. This is just stickers I'm gonna put on my like envelopes when I ship stuff out, or maybe I'll give away a few. So this is my cute panda sticker. It's like my logo. My logo now. It's like a panda with with tarot's 4 symbols on it. So you know it's Ken the panda who talks about tarot and draws cute stuff. Everything in me in one tiny circle. Isn't that amazing? I'm so bubbly right now talking about all this because it's just like, if you're thinking of creating something, if you want to sell something, you want to sell your art, your crafts, your, I don't know, crochet or croquette, or no, croquette is the Japanese dessert thing. Yeah, if you want to sell your knitted scarf or whatever, or your dry flower bookmarks or whatever, anything, do it. Just do it. Do it. Let me know, and I'll share on my Instagram, and I'll tell people that you're selling those amazing things. It's just such a good feeling. I'm telling you, it's such a good feeling. And also, I'm loving my new webcam because, oh my god, I don't know if I mentioned this in my first update / rant, but this is literally saving my life and my technological incompetence because I could just like plug it in. It's just sitting on my laptop. I can record it. I don't even need to do file transfer. I don't have to set up a tripod, and this is just so easy. And then my room just looks so much nicer, and the glare doesn't really bother me. Like, it just focuses on my face, right? Like, it's just, I should have bought this like 2 years ago. I've been putting it off because I was like, do I really need to spend this money? I was trying to be like frugal and everything, but I think I need to spend that money. Maybe I should have just spent that instead of getting like a bunch of Atlanta Fairchild bags. Speaking of which, I have like 6 of them. That's the first 4. And then here's the other 2. And then why are they on my desk? Because I wanted to film like an Oracle like deck list video. So I started filming it. But then halfway through, I was just like, I'm not feeling this. So I said, I'm filming it. And actually, this is like, I actually have not a lot to say. Anyway, Atlanta Fairchild is awesome. You should check out her Oracle decks. And I think I did mention that I was going to tell you, like, what are some of the tarot decks that I'm using. This is the deck that, sorry, this update vlog is just all over the place. And quick interjection. Speaking of all over the place. You know, I was thinking, like, sometimes I make videos, I was like, should I talk about a lot of behind the scenes stuff about my business? Would people feel like, would you feel like I'm trying to sell you stuff when I'm, like, I don't know, like, I mean, obviously, like, nobody wants to be sold to, like, I have a sore spot about that, just, like, don't sell me stuff, like, you know, like, a lot of online businesses, I don't know if I mentioned this in this video, because I actually redid this take so many times, and I don't really know if I mentioned it or not, but you know, sometimes like you see these online business ads on Facebook and they're just trying to sell you their course and they just sound so monotone and just like the same thing over and over. Anyway, yeah, so, but the course that I found from wonderlast.com, it's actually like great. So yeah. And anywho, so yeah, I'm just wondering, like, are you guys interested in hearing about the stuff? Sometimes I get, like, a little insecure. I'm just like, do you really want to hear behind the scenes, or am I exposing myself too much? But I don't know, I just kind of like the idea of telling you my story, even though it's not like a specially packaged video that only has the purpose of like providing you value. I think storytelling has value. Like, I'm never really ashamed about, I think sometimes I do get embarrassed from time to time, but I never feel like I should hide my process, or I should like not tell you. I just feel like that's kind of part of the journey, I guess. I think there's benefit in that, because sometimes I would watch a YouTuber and they're just talking about how they overcame their business obstacle, or they decided to do this, or they decided that they discovered this about themselves. I'm just like, hey, I can do that too. Like, I was just watching an interview with LIIIIIIIIIIIIve from Lewis Howes, I think. Yeah, he has the podcast guy, and I think he's the guy behind School of Greatness. There we go. And then I just watching all these successful people. I'm just like, they did it, so can I. You know, like LIIIIIIIIIIIve, like Superwoman, right? She's a YouTuber. I'm just like, she's so creative, and she's like a perfectionist like me. And then if she can do it, so can I. So I was just getting a lot of inspiration from. But anyway, that's totally off topic. I was actually gonna tell you my deck of the month that I'm working with, but yeah. Let me know in the comments. Like, do you feel like I'm oversharing? Do you not want to hear about my stuff? I mean, I don't feel like I'm oversharing. I'm not telling you about everything that happens. I mean, I guess that's the point of a vlog, right? You just talk about what happens in your life. It's like a video blog / journal. I don't know. But yeah, sorry for that detour. I wanted to tell you the deck that I'm working with this month is the Epic Tarot, and it's epic, obviously. The same creator did the Universal Fantasy Tarot, which is like one of my all-time favorite decks, and it did a lot of reviews on it on this channel, so you should dig it out. Or maybe you shouldn't, because those videos were from like 2 years ago, maybe even 5 years when I first started, and then my video camera was like really shitty, and it was like, it's like super cringy, so honestly, don't look it up, okay? This deck is really interesting. I'm still trying to figure it out. It has like a really interesting system of like courts. Like there's the griffin, the unicorn, the phoenix, and the dragon, and these animal symbols also sort of cycle through the minor arcana. And I'm trying to read the little white book, but it's just so brief and so short. I just wish there's more information. I mean, if you know, like, if this author has a blog or something, if someone has written a blog post about how to use this deck and how to explore this unique system in this deck, please let me know. But I'm working with this, I'm using these cards to do daily draws, and it's been super interesting. It's like really different from a Universal Fantasy Tarot. This one's more like mythological. Like you see like tributes to Homer and like the Odyssey, but then Universal Fantasy Tarot is more like medieval chivalry. So this one, like the vibe is very different. It's more raw, and then I think there's more elements of myth and folklore in it. And it's also more like I don't want to use the word exotic, but like worldly. There you see influences not like just outside of like Universal Fantasy is like pretty European, right? It's like European medieval chivalry like ideas and concepts and images, but this one kind of has a bit of everything. Like you can see like Japanese kimonos, and you can see like ancient Greece or something. So it's like a bit of like, it's eclectic, I guess. It's like pretty global. It's like pretty interesting. It's a totally different vibe. The images are more raw, and yeah, pretty intriguing. I do want to say though, I kind of like the Universal Fantasy Tarot better, just because that's the type of literature, fantasy literature that I like to read anyway. So I resonate with that deck more, but I also like this deck. And I also been using Deep and Moon. I did that 2 months ago as my deck study, and I think I did Heaven of Elf Tarot. And every time I bring up Heaven of Elf Tarot, I'm just feeling a little bit evil and guilty because it's out of print, and I'm just like, oh, I have it. And I am in the process of writing to the deck artist and creator. Actually, not in the process of, sorry, I've been thinking about it, and I kind of feel like I want to make a post on like Tarot Nerds, which is the group that I'm like, I wanted to have admins there, you should come join us. And I was thinking of making a post, and I'm just like, hey guys, help me like this post and show the deck creator that you guys are willing to buy this and that there's a market for this if he publishes again. Because right now it's out of print and he's like in Taiwan, so I'm just like, well, I can sort of represent the community and send him a message in Mandarin to just be like, would you consider publishing this deck again, or even internationally? Like the Taiwanese artist who did Magical Forest Tarot, she's from Taiwan and she published it through Little Scarabeo, I think. And then it's just great. It's like a deck that everybody loves. And then the Cola King, which is the artist for Elf of Heaven or Heavenly Elf Tarot, should definitely do that. So I would do that. It's just I'm trying to find time to do it. Anyway. Yeah, so that's the deck I'm using right now. Do I have any other updates? My cat saw a bear last week, and he was completely spooked for 2 days. He was hiding under the bed. He's like very, very skittish. He's like very gentle cat. I call him the princess. He's like really sensitive, just like me. I swear, he's just like the cat version of me. You know, he's like very sweet. Doesn't really demand a lot of time and attention. He can just kind of take care of himself. But at the same time, he's like really sensitive, like, you know, like he's really like sometimes really paranoid. I can get a little bit paranoid, but just in different ways. And oh, I think he left the room, but yeah. Yeah, so that's an update with my cat. I don't know what that phrase is. And yeah, you know, overall I just feel like life is really good. You know, summer's coming, the heat wave is crazy, but I got an Arctic cube, so that's been helping me cool down, because my room doesn't have a room for air conditioner, or it does, but it's really annoying to set up because then I have to move my bed and it's like really expensive. I don't want to spend like $500 at the moment to get an aircon. So yeah, it's feeling life is really good, you know, when you're following your dreams, or when you're pursuing your dreams, when you're working really hard and you have the faith that everything's gonna really work out well, and then it just feels really good. And I kind of feel like after I quit English tutoring, I can finally step into myself more. You know, when you're spending time and energy into something that you sort of are just getting really bored with, you know, you don't love anymore, it's not who you are anymore, it's just like it drains your energy too. Like, I mean, it's not the most terrible job ever, you know, I'm not like, I didn't hate it, it was just like I didn't love it anymore. And yeah, so I'm glad I moved on. And then after moving on, I just made a lot of space for more of me to come through. And I think amazing things happen when you make that statement through your action to the universe, because I kind of feel like what you choose to spend time and energy on is like you're speaking through your actions. You're telling the universe, this is what I want more of, or this is what I want to occupy my space with. Because once I quit English tutoring, a lot of new opportunities started to happen, right? I actually randomly saw that, you know, that online course it's called the 5-Day Profit Plan, that I actually randomly mentioned. No, I randomly saw that and I was like, this is exactly what I need. And then this person seems like she's really quirky, she's creative, she's full of color, just like me. She doesn't seem like really fake and salesy and inauthentic like a bunch of other online business, you know, ads that I've seen on Facebook. So I took that opportunity and then enrolled in the course, and it was like affordable too. And then look at me now, everything's just so organized. And I kind of feel like I wouldn't have taken the course because in my mind I wouldn't have allowed myself to see that opening as a way to segue into the things that I wanted to pursue in life, if that makes sense. It's kind of like you have to really make a decision to end certain things, it'll give you like a different perspective, like on what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it and what you can do to achieve it. Like if I didn't quit tutoring, I would never have made some of the decisions that I made regarding my business, and everything's turning out so well right now. And yeah, everything's just really good, and I feel really good. And you know, like, I don't know if you can tell, but I just feel more bubbly and fluffy in camera. I think it's just this whole journey of creating an online business and trying to run it and trying to manifest it and creating artwork and blog posts and stuff. It's just really helped me come into my being. And I don't know if you noticed, like if you look at my first video, you would notice that I talk so differently. Like I just, that was when I was struggling. Like I didn't want to be the cute girl. I wanted to look really deep and like but you know, like the things that I was resisting was really like the best parts about me. Not in a gross, arrogant way, but it's just like when people, like I've been told by people or my followers, and I'm just like, oh, your video is just so fun, like you're so quirky, and the stuff you draw is so cute. And yeah, it just helped me come into terms with who I am, just embrace who I am and love who I am more, and just express myself more and create more. And life is just really good, and I hope life is good for you too. And if it's not, I hope you can find a good in it, because I think you should just it's about believing that you can do anything. It's about believing that life sucks sometimes, and I think it's about believing that it's fine to not be fine for a while, because you know, like if you're really at it, then everything's gonna be good, you know, you're gonna feel more like yourself, you're gonna feel more confident, and then the things that you like are gonna just like pour into your life like mad rain, right? So yeah, life is just really good. I'm just like really happy, and then I've finally fully 100% embraced my fluffy side. Like this is another thing that I struggle with, okay? Like when you're in the spiritual community, you don't want to be called fluffy because you don't want to be seen as shallow, or that your teachings aren't worth anything. You're supposed to be deep, and you're supposed to have all these esoteric roots and all these like history down and blah blah blah. But I'm just like, that's not who I am. Like I can't help being who I am, which is very fluffy and full of sunshine. Like I just decided to wear that unapologetically. I'm just like, you know, I know in my heart that I'm not a shallow person. So if you think I'm shallow or whatever, doesn't really affect me. But I think fluffy is good. Like you need like a, you know, like it's just a perspective, right? Like if you want something like more hardcore, go to a different reader. But if you need some sunshine and cheerleading and someone to believe in you, someone to see the light in you, here's your girl, okay? Yeah, so anyway, I'm tearing up a little bit. You know, this is like another thing. Like when you're tearing up, not for sadness or sometimes not even for happiness, I feel like sometimes tearing up is you being so connected and so aligned with your spirit. It just triggers tears. I don't know if this is true for you, but it's certainly been true for me. Sometimes I feel like when I'm saying something that's so darn true, I just tear up a little bit because it's just my spirit talking to me, and then my spirit's just like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I'm so glad you, as my physical self in this 3D world, is saying my truth, which is the same, like as above, so below, right? Okay, yeah, I think I've vlogged for a long time. Oh my god, it's been 40 minutes! But it's like 15. Okay, I'm gonna go make some more tea. And it's like really hot because I closed the windows because there's like a lot of kids playing outside and I get really self-conscious when I have to vlog when people are out there because they can totally hear everything. Like, it's not really soundproof in the neighborhood. Anyway, so I'm so glad that you're here, that I'm here, that I can... that I get to share my gifts with you, and then I hope that the things that I create add some colors into your life, and that it brightens your day somehow, and that it'll inspire you to be more of yourself and just enjoy the awesomeness in life, okay? Like, just stay awesome, stay awesome. Alright, I think I'm done. I'm like really thirsty, so... Anyway, until next time, be the hero of your own story, level of life with tarot. I kind of want to come up with a new tagline, but I haven't decided what it is yet. But anyway, lots of cool things coming out. My Squarespace website is going to be out in 2 weeks, I think. Because my trial is ending, I need to pay for the full version. But it's gonna come out, it's so pretty, guys. I've been wanting to do all these visual design elements with WordPress, but WordPress is just too complicated and I don't have the time to actually learn everything, and I don't want to pay someone to do it. And then I just switched to Squarespace because everything is just click and drop, click and drop. It's so easy to customize. I recommend Squarespace. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's it. Stay awesome. I hope life is awesome for you. And if you need more positivity, you can come watch this video again or watch some of my other videos. Or you can also get a tarot reading from me. Just saying. Alright. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time. Oops. That did not click.